Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I'm back, and I want to come and do I have finally watched the animated series at Netflix, She-Ra, the Princesses of Power. And before I do, let me give you the question of the day. The question of the day is, what from the animated series were you not too pleased about? So yeah, let's get started. So I actually sat down Thursday night, and got my mom's iPad, and I literally watched every episode. And to me, I am some of the stuff I liked and then some of it I didn't. So one of the things, like I always have said, I always say about this, when you take something from what I grew up to and you remake it, you better stay authentic to the original series and authentic to the original plotline. So one of the things I don't like, number one, they did not stay original to the original plotline. That's one. Number two, I don't like that they kind of changed some of the nationalities on there. And number three, sexual orientation is something that they're doing on this series, and I just don't like that at all either. Now, let me start. I'm going to start with some of the evil characters. So, I want to start with Cathra. We're going to start with Cathra, which when Adora was first on the horde. So, Adora becomes Force Captain in this series. Now, when we meet her in the original series, she's already Force Captain. You got to think of that. So I don't think these people actually did their research about this series. That's just my opinion. Now, to get me to say this series is targeting preteens and teenagers, where the original, like She-Ra and He-Man, they're about around, but around 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, maybe 30. Okay, let's just get that. That's some of the characters. Now, I want to say this. I like how they made up Hordak. But I would, when it comes to both of the Hordaks from when I grew up and now, they're equal because I like them both. Now, when it comes to the Madame Raz, I like the look at me. Yeah, let me get on Madame Raz. When it comes to Madame Raz, I like the Madame Raz then. I do not like this Madame Raz now because it is, something about that Madame Raz that they created looks kind of scary to me. Don't look nice, not look nice like. Okay, now the one character I was very disappointed that they left out that was very important, it was vital to the She-Ra series, was Cowl. So now that make that person and I'm going, are they going to introduce him? How are they going to make him? Is he going to come in? When he's going to come in? We don't know when. So when I think of the Cathra then and now, I like the Cathra then because it makes her story is like more, and like this one I kind of like, but not too much because she has this thing on her head, but it's not completely like the one that she had when she was in the original series. So, So the next one is, that was a couple I want to talk about, but oh yeah, Shadow Weaver. Let me just say, I like the original Shadow Weaver, then I do this one, because it's just something about this Shadow Weaver I just don't like. I don't know what it is. It's just something I don't like. But then the one thing is, I hate that none of the producers make her look passive. And by passive, I mean weak. They make her look weak and everything and stuff. But it's certain storylines from the original series that I remember, I want them to target. I want them to go after and do. Now, the intro, I'm very disappointed that they did not keep the original intro. So, yeah, that's one. I do not like the makeup of the sword in general. Let me just tell y'all, I do not like the makeup of the sword because if you remember in the original series, She-Ra's sword was not thick and it wasn't bulky. And to me, that sword looked very bulky. Now, when it comes to the nationalities of some of the characters, I question what was their motive to do that. Now, one of the characters was Bo. Bo was originally a Caucasian male. They made him black. And I just don't really see that. Now, Bo didn't have no relationship with Perfuma. I mean, some of the characters are pretty good, but the one that I really was very, I ain't gonna say disgusted, very disappointed with was with Natasha and Spinnerella. So they made Spinnerella and Natasha look like they was a couple as a representing the LBG community. Like I'm saying, I do not have a problem with it. It's just the way they went about it. And I've really said those was the two characters you should have never did that. You could have wrote in some new characters like that, but not characters that was already established in the series from the original series. Now, I'm gonna let's get on Shira. Like I'm saying, I don't like her sword. I don't like the outfit in general. And to me, they made her look butch. If you know what butch means, y'all know what I mean. She looks too boyish to me. To me, they made her look too boyish when she transformed into the outfit. And the way that she says, in the honor of Grayskull, y'all, they don't give a backstory of why she is saying for the honor of Grayskull. That was just that. And then in the original series, the original 2 series that I do got of She-Ra and He-Man. I have the full collection of She-Ra and He-Man. And I can tell y'all, some of the things they do is just not heaven. Now, let me, but like I'm saying, if I can give a full ranking on this series, I'll give it 8.5 stars. It's pretty good in certain things, but I'm not going to fully endorse it until I can see what they can offer for that second season, because it's more characters they could have brought in than some of the characters they already brought in. See, Castaspella should have been the main person they brought in. And let me just tell you the main people they should have brought in. Yeah, Adora. Yes, Adora. Madame Reyes. They could have did a better animated version of Madame Reyes. Cowl, Bo, Glimmer, Castaspella. And so they could have did something better. They could have kept they should have went and did that. But then the second thing is I have to get off. So we're through with that. But let me go into the producers. I wonder, did the producers have the right get any permission from Lou Steinman's family to do the series? That's what I want to know. Did Netflix and this producer get authorization to actually do this series? That's one. And do Lou Steinman's family support the series? That's one. Because you got to think of that first before that ever goes down. Now, for y'all who grew up to it, like I'm saying, I don't like to see negative comments. So y'all, please keep your no negative comments on here. I always have to express that every time. But my thing is about the whole series. Like I'm saying, I'm giving it 8.5 stars. It's just things from what I grew up to. And I'm very picky about certain things. Like I'm saying, I do not like the plot line saying she's an orphan. That's the one thing I hate. Right there. I hate that they said she was an orphan. And really and truly, from the original series, she wasn't an orphan. She was kidnapped by Hordak. If you remember, she was kidnapped by Hordak. And y'all, and my second question of the day is, if you had that opportunity to produce this show, what's one thing from that original series you would have put in to this show? Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.